Alright, welcome back to another video of dreams. In this video you guys are gonna get like one level, but I really think it's cool for real. I'm not gonna talk in it because I mean there's no point. It's really amazing, and it's like an educational level, but it's just so fire. Like the way he does it is so cool, and I kind of want to show that because I'm trying to push the fact that Dreams is not just a game maker. And this level that I'm about to show you, I feel like kind of explains that really well. Let me go ahead and find it. When I came across this like a couple days ago, I was like, yo, this is cool. Dream Schooler. Check this out. Only 45 thumbs up. It deserves more, bro. Y'all see what I'm talking about.
This pear-shaped individual is named Steven. Early 20s, out in his own, and he, like everyone, wants to do better for himself. At the moment, he has a pretty stable job, lives in his own, and actually wants to forge himself a better future. Same house, same car, same Steven, literally nothing has changed. He had the motivation, the grit, the self-confidence, and the savings fund to back up a decision he would have made, but he never made any decision because of some preventable problem. Steven was ignorant. He tried, but he and the people he associated with just didn't know how to help him. And that could be blamed onto a lot of things. The school system, his parents, just random distractions. But I don't think that's the core of the issue. It's about speed! And you know, I know it's kinda obvious, but the cure to ignorance is information. What's really not so obvious is how people obtain that information. And that's what I hope to provide you in this video. And because that process is a set of self-questions, I also ask you to take out something you can write on so you can participate. And if not for yourself, then maybe for some of the other people watching this video, because your answers could always help them figure themselves out. And please, remember to be honest with yourself. Okay, let's begin. Number 1, ask the question. What ignorance are you personally willing to learn about? And for some people, it's, I want to figure out what to do in life. And for Steven, that question would be,
how do I destroy capitalism?
what the fuck?
How do I find God? Finding a career that I will love for all of eternity.
Expectations too high.
How do I find employment?
Sorry, not specific enough.
Fine. Finding employment that'll be better for me in the long term.
You got it. Okay, for the people participating, you can pause the video now to answer the questions for yourself. And also, feel free to skip any of the steps if you feel they are sufficiently redundant to what you're trying to fix. Also, let me just, Number 2, set up boundaries and give assumptions. First off, if you want to fix ignorance fast and efficiently, you're going to need to set up some boundaries. Because even though taking every learning opportunity seems like a good decision on the surface, when you do that, you're not adding more to what you're learning. You're taking away the time you have from what your actual aim is. At least if you try to do them both at the same time. Distractions are just the temptation that kills focus. So when you notice one, write it down and make it your job to avoid it. Or if that learning opportunity is really something special, just avoid it until sometime later in the future. And those questions would be, what tempting opportunities do I want to avoid, and what opportunities should I avoid until a later date? By the way, this is one of the most important steps for me personally, because I want to do everything I can. I want to make videos, design games, create apps, but if I tried to do all of them, none of them would go anywhere. So, I pushed them all to a later date so I can focus on this one goal: videos. And lastly, I strongly suggest you make at least some assumptions in what ignorance you're trying to fix, because those assumptions are what you're going to try and challenge. And when you finish all of this, you can look back to see whether or not your assumption was right, whether it could use some fixing, or if it should be removed entirely and replaced with something better. as a question that would be, what do you assume is or could be the case about what I'm ignorant about?
Number 15, Burger King foot lettuce. The last thing you'd want in your Burger King burger is someone's foot fungus, but as it turns out, that might be what you get.
Number 3, investigate. Step 1 of the investigation is to find your sources. What are your sources? And they could be A, saved on the Internet Archives online. You got scholargoogle.com for science and legality. You got Wikipedia, Healthline. You just have so many sources for high quality information. And they can also be in the form of B, people who you can learn about and ask questions to. And that means people online through places like Discord and sometimes in real life with actual meetups and conferences. And sometimes it can be through C, mimicking someone else's knowledge, like for instance how I sometimes take visual ideas from some of my favorite YouTubers, or even by D, conducting some form of an experiment. Step 2 of part 3 is to figure out the cost of accessing these resources. What is the cost of the information? Meaning, how much time it'll take, how much dedication and consistency it would need, how uncomfortable it would make you feel, and how much money it'll cost. And then step 3 of step 3, make the purchase if you feel like it's a good decision. And once you find what you're looking for. Number 4, write out your findings. What did you learn? And I say to write out your findings because even if you do discover something mind-blowing, there's still a chance your brain will delete that memory. So I believe it's better to try and rely on physical things to record memories rather than your own mind. And if you think the information you found is interesting enough, or maybe even useful enough. Number 5, share your findings. I want to be a part of a learning community where people actually want to share knowledge and love to learn. To my knowledge, that community does not exist at the moment, so I've decided I want to start my own. And I want you, the viewer, to be a part of it. So I want you to publish your answers to the server so we can all learn together. And just to make it a little simpler, here's a list of the entire video broken down into pieces and questions. What ignorance do you want to tackle? What opportunities do you want to avoid or avoid till later? What do you think might be the case about what you're ignorant about? What are your sources? What is the cost of the information? What did you learn, and should you share it? Okay, that's the end of the video. Success in all walks of life requires dedication. But dedication doesn't always have to come from absolute willpower. All you really have to do is be open to the opportunity, to be curious. So stay curious. Also, don't forget to post your findings in the comment section or in the Discord link I'm putting right here, and also in the comment section. Adios, my people. Goodbye.
I really hope this level gets more recognition. I would love for teachers, colleges to see this level right here and be like, yo, we could use this, because you could use dreams. And this is a perfect example of doing that. And it was actually perfect. The script was good. The way he did it was amazing. Animation, even had some comedy in there. Like, all of it was great. And I feel like it deserves more recognition. So I wanted to go ahead and just focus on that this video. Go ahead and support him. I will leave the Discord link in the description. If you guys enjoyed my video, a like is appreciated. Comment down below what you thought about this. And if you enjoyed my content, a sub is appreciated. Peace.